And asking the right questions is something that I think everyone certainly respects you for. As, when I was in transportation, I know when we were meeting with you, other leaders were meeting with you, they knew, we all knew that we had to get our facts straight and to be able to report out on the status of our progress. Because you were going to ask the tough questions, the questions that sometimes people don't think of. So how do you ask the right questions? What are you looking for so you can get information as you manage across the organization or on behalf of the governor, and to manage his expectations and also deliver? How do you ask the right questions to get there?
Um, well, I try to create an environment where everybody can ask questions, and so it's to the first purpose is to make sure that there's an understanding of whatever the facts and data are, and so I look at that, and I expect other people to look at that, and I expect people to look at the numbers and to figure out what the so what is of the numbers, and to ask about it and ask, does it mean this? Could it mean that? Is to understand if it's a spot in time, if it's trending, how does it, and often how does it compare to previous months, the same month last year, just to get an understanding of the data itself, and really build that build that context. Um, the next thing I always try to do is um, walk in the shoes of the person that is receiving the service, and walk in the
Mm,
shoes of the person or entity that's delivering the service,
I love
and
that.
um, not hope that um, this is what's actually happening, but actually try to uh, figure out the actions to make the successful delivery of service to the customer, and help understand what the person and entity needs that's delivering the service. What do they need to actually, fulfill that commitment to the customer? So it's facts, context, then understanding ultimately the customer end, and then the key folks that are involved in the delivery. So
Mm,
those are like the lenses that I'm wearing, um, and I know I've been doing this for a long time. I know the governor's been doing this for a long time. He'll want to know what other jurisdictions are doing, and what are some of the other best practices. For example, in a call center in transportation, it isn't, you wouldn't necessarily go to another transportation's call center to get best practice, because it really, it wasn't very good in other
yeah.
jurisdictions. But a call center is a not a unique service, so you look at other ways to do things.
Hmm.
You bring from other industries some of the best practices, and so um, that's also always important, is to, when you're getting at figuring out the what to do and how to do it, is look to how do other jurisdictions do it, or how do other entities that are delivering the same or similar service do it.
Hmm.
So those are the frames or lenses that I bring to, and I always try to do it in a way so that it's not unique to me, so that when I'm not in the room, Jesse and your peers could say, so what's the context? What does this mean for the customer? What are the best practices? And try to leave that.
Hmm.
And I love it when I'm in a conversation a month or so later, and those are the kinds of questions that are being asked, as opposed to me asking those questions.